Good evening, I'm Kevin Christopher.
And I'm Haley Harmon in for Nancy Cox. Thanks for joining us tonight at 6. The Fayette Mall food court was closed for sanitizing after hundreds of people reported getting sick after eating there.
And now the health department says they know exactly what caused so many people to get sick. LEX 18's Catherine Collins has the details in the big story at 6.
The Lexington Fayette County Health Department says test results from people who became ill after eating here at the Fayette Mall food court returned positive for norovirus, which can be highly contagious. The health department says 350 people reported being ill after eating here. The food court was closed on Monday to be sanitized and reopened yesterday. Now norovirus can be easily spread, but the health department says it usually passes within a couple days, and in most cases, it's not life-threatening. Now, Kevin Hall with the health department says they're focused on preventing the virus from spreading to others.
So if you are sick, you want to stay home until you're symptom-free for 2 days, and make sure you wash your hands, wash your hands, wash your hands.
Hall says if you do have any underlying health risk, you might want to go to the hospital if you believe you have norovirus. Covering the news in Lexington from the LEX 18 mobile newsroom. Back to you.
Also tonight, it's been nearly 48 hours since anyone has heard from a man camping in the Red River Gorge. Les Reynolds went for a hike Tuesday night and then called his mother saying he was lost.
Search crews have been combing the woods ever since, and they say finding Reynolds is their #1 priority. That's because he has a mental illness and is without his medication. Lee Searcy has an update on the search from Menifee County.
Once again, search and rescue crews have been scouring the hills and valleys here at the Red River Gorge, looking for any sign of Les Reynolds. And today, they may have found something. The Powell County Search and Rescue Coordinator tells me they've discovered footprints that could belong to the 29-year-old. Reynolds disappeared Tuesday night after calling his mother to say he was lost. We're told he has a head injury from a car accident and also suffers from mental illness. So his family is worried about his state of mind, going 2 days without his medication. Crews are using GPS tracking equipment to basically track where they stop, then start looking for him. They put the information on a computer that gives them a map view of areas they've covered. They're concentrating on one area where his footprints may have been found.
It's probably a quarter mile up from where we're at right now to around a creek side, and we'll get more teams in here. We're going to really pinpoint that area and try to really put some searchers on the ground there.
And crews tell me they'll continue searching for Les Reynolds until about 7:30 tonight. Covering the news in Menifee County, Lee Searcy from the LEX 18 mobile newsroom. Back to you.
Lee, thank you. Earlier this week, a Nicholasville man is accused of giving police their trouble during his arrest that led to a short standoff. That man, Sean Burnett, was taken to jail and faced some serious charges, but he left jail after a short stay.
Well, today, police were back at that home on North Central Street trying to get him out again. And LEX 18's Carolina Buchek was there when it finally came to an end.
A little over an hour ago, this standoff came to a peaceful end. And yes, this is the second time crews had to be out here for the same guy. And today's response was big. Take a look. You've got lots of officers. SWAT was here. 2 robots had to be used. And of course, the big question on so many people's minds was, how did he get out of jail in the first place? Demands from the negotiator didn't work. Sean Barnett stayed inside this home, giving police trouble for the second time this week.
Earlier in the week, we had a call here in regards to what we thought was an assault. It ended up being some kind of kidnapping charge is what he was charged with at that point in time.
Officers say he got a very low bond, around $1,000, despite the kidnapping charge. So he posted it and walked out of jail. Officers say that's something they just can't do anything about.
You know, that's not up to us. We put them in jail. We make the charges, and then that's up to the judge and the prosecutors and the pretrial services. They're the ones that determine bond and how they get out.
Today, he was wanted for a felony parole violation. And this time, officers had to use tear gas and pepper spray. And after hours of negotiations and pleas and robots being used, he finally came out. So officers are now going to take Barnett to the police station where he'll likely be questioned, and then he's going to be going to jail. Officers say they are just happy this is finally over and everyone is safe. Covering the news in Nicholasville from the LEX 18 mobile newsroom. Back to you.
An incident at a Western Kentucky jail involving a KSP trooper was caught on surveillance camera.
It happened in Davis County. Angie Bevan is here with more on how that trooper is being reprimanded.
Well, Haley and Kevin, the trooper has been written up and ordered to go to counseling to learn how to respond in a more appropriate manner. Here's a look at the video of the incident. It happened on June 24th. In the video, it seems the trooper orders the inmate to sit down, and when he doesn't, he pushes the man down with his foot. There you see it. The inmate you see is Nazarene Ingram. He was arrested earlier that day and is in jail on several charges, including possession of a handgun by a felon. He has previously been charged with rape and burglary, among other charges. The jailer says the trooper immediately told him about what happened the next morning, and he reported it to state police.
We are aware of the video. What we do know is a trooper has been counseled by supervision, and an internal affairs investigation has been launched into the matter.
The Kentucky Justice Cabinet is also aware of the incident, and state police are continuing to look into the matter. Back to you.
All right, Angie, thanks. Papa John's founder John SCHNATTER is suing the pizza chain, claiming the company did not provide an adequate response to a request for internal documents. The complaint comes after a request by SCHNATTER and his attorney for access to company documents to inspect accusations of inappropriate behavior. The lawsuit follows SCHNATTER's use of a racial slur during a conference call that he has since apologized for. He also resigned as chairman of the board for Papa John's, though he later said he regretted that move.
At a full house building down there at Thursday Night Live. This is a look from our 21C Museum Hotel Kentucky One Health weather bug camera. It's a great night to be outside, a great night to be downtown Lexington. The music will be terrific, and it's ongoing until 8 o'clock tonight, but the festivities down there continue well into the evening. It's warm. It's summer. Enough humidity out there that you notice it. We're in the low and mid 80s here at 6 o'clock, including the 84 in Lexington, 84 in London, 84 in Williamsburg as well. Let's throw Moorhead in there as long as we're at it. We go to the Max Track Live Doppler. Nothing going on locally. It's a great evening. We can go to southern Indiana and find a couple of thunder showers. You know what? You're not in southern Indiana, so don't worry about it. We will see a few of these arrive, though, as we head toward tomorrow morning into the afternoon. Future track showers will be pretty few and far between. We'll see a little uptick as we head toward morning. Just behind that batch of showers there is a cool front that will bring us terrific weather by the weekend. Perhaps a lull in the morning, but a few showers will start popping up again tomorrow afternoon. But scattered is the operative word. And boy, does the weather get nice after those. We'll talk about that in a few minutes.
All right, Bill, thank you.
Nearly a week after last Friday's storm, the Steel Cemetery in Versailles is still just inundated with damage.
Yeah, Claire Crouch has more on the help that they need.
Covered in tree limbs and debris, the Steel Cemetery sits peacefully nearly a week after something ferocious blew across this sacred space.
When we first saw it, we just said, oh, wow, the Lord's at work.
The site is home to some 1,500 graves, some of them dating back to World War I. Amazingly, only a few were toppled, none of them completely broken.
It's a blessing. It could be worse, but we thank God that it's not worse than what it is.
Cemetery officials are just now getting a close look at the damage. That's because they've been dealing with issues of their own on the home front.
Some of us are just getting power restored as recent as yesterday. So, this is why we're kind of behind on getting secondary stuff done.
Aware that resources are stretched thin across the county, they're hoping to get assistance from FEMA, as well as help from those who own plots at the cemetery.
Nobody can be really charged with liability, so just have to come together and do what's best for the community.
Right now, donations are what will help most. Money to help safely remove dangerous dangling limbs and to help restore this cemetery to its sacred glory.
It's going to take contributions from everybody and cooperation from everybody to get this done.
Covering the news in Woodford County, Claire Crouch, LEX 18 News.
Now, to help or donate, you can contact First Baptist Church of Versailles at the number here on your screen, 859-873-3951.
Tree service companies have been working around the clock in Lexington to clear the debris caused by Friday's severe storms. Trees are still down across the city, in yards, on houses, on garages and fences. And crews say it could take as long as 2 more weeks to clean up the mess. One job alone near UK's campus will take Lexington Tree Service about a day and a half.
We've got a crane out here that we are taking and cutting the limbs off the house and then bringing them out front and then taking care of everything out here in front.
Crews, meanwhile, are asking people to be patient as they finish cleaning up.
Yeah, we know they're working as hard as they can. Well, as Central Kentucky continues cleaning up from last Friday's storms, Laurel County is still picking up the pieces from a few weeks ago. In fact, 3 weeks ago today, a bad thunderstorm ripped through Laurel County, sending a billboard into a garage of Martin's Used Cars in London. The sign caused the roof to cave in and even bent the building. The employees there say they're just thankful no one was there when this happened.
I was flabbergasted. I wasn't expecting nothing when I pulled in here that day. Because when I saw that billboard, I knew that it was. I'm just glad it didn't happen during the day when everybody's in here.
Last Friday's storms caused about 2,000 or so people across Laurel County to lose power, but that only lasted for a few hours. Dead fish have been turning up in a Scott County pond, and now investigators want to know if there's possibly something hazardous in the water.
What emergency management officials say may have caused the